I think people are obsessed with polygamy for one main reason, and that's sex. Which wife sleeps with the husband which night and why? But polygamy seems to me particularly American. We're excessive, we overdo everything, so I think polygamy represents, in some ways, who we are.
His newest novel, The Lonely Polygamist, which follows the trials and tribulations of a man caught between 4 wives and 28 children, a failing business, and 2 family tragedies, has been called the Great American Novel. Please help me welcome Brady Udall.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming. I heard Mary Carr, the poet and memoirist, said a dysfunctional family is any family with more than one person in it. And so this family has 33 people in it. So it's a mess. I come from a large Mormon family. I'm one of 9 children, and we're the descendants of polygamists. And so I think it was natural for me to be interested in polygamy and really want to investigate it in a novel. I went into it thinking that the men were these strange, despotic control freaks and the women were these cow-eyed people in prairie dresses. But what I found were people who drove minivans, people who lived in suburban townhomes and shopped at the mall. And I found that really, really fascinating, how normal people could live in such an extreme lifestyle. As the children grew and the wives became more set in their ways, the differences between old house and big house were clearly deepening, becoming harder and harder to reconcile. On any given day, you could walk through big house and find the kids inside reading comic books, playing ping pong, eating generic brand fudgesicles, and listening to satanic music by the likes of Bread and Captain and Tennille. I think if you laughed at that, you're old. And now, poor Rusty here seemed to be the last hope. If he, family terrorist and resident troublemaker, could be brought in line using traditional old house methods, the prevailing sentiment seemed to go, then maybe there was hope for the family. I think I identify most with the character of Rusty. I think one of the things that he shows is how difficult it is for the children in these families. When you're one of 28, you'll do anything to get a little attention. And the problem is he goes to great extremes to get the attention he needs. Rusty's father stepped into the bedroom, looking around as if he'd never seen it before. I think you know why I'm here, Rusty. Aunt Beverly tells me you've been in all kinds of trouble this week. Can you tell me why you were in the girls' underwear? Because I'm curious, Rusty said. Because I'm a normal, curious kid? All right. What I'm having a difficult time with is the report that I got from Aunt Beverly that you were, wearing the underwear. When I think of one man, 4 wives, and 28 kids, that spells comedy to me. What I've tried to do in the novel really is put extreme tragedy and extreme comedy in the same place. I think the best literature we have does that. Once the boy saw a commercial that begins with a father and a mother and their 2 children walking around the house, stiff-legged and grimacing in obvious discomfort. They each fix themselves a big glass of Metamucil, drink it down, and the next thing you know, they're sitting around the kitchen table, cheerful and unconstipated, eating waffles and having a good laugh. And then the deep, mellow voice of the narrator comes on. Metamucil, just one more regular family. A regular family. That's all he's ever wanted. A regular family that could sit around a regular-sized kitchen table drinking some refreshing Metamucil and having a good laugh. The only thing I really hope that readers will take away from this is that this isn't a book about polygamy, that it's really a book about family. I think of polygamy as kind of an exaggeration of a regular family, and it's so exaggerated that it somehow more clearly shows us ourselves.